So the difference between having a good looking lawn and a great looking lawn is in the details. And having clean edges around the yard makes all the difference. And today I want to show you several different edge cases. Play on words there. Today I want to show you a couple of different edge cases around my yard and how I approach them and keep them nice and clean and tidy. Here we go. Now the good news when it comes to taking care of edges is you really only need about 2 tools to do that. You need a string trimmer and a stick edger. And some products have multi-tool attachments that you can get, so you can get one setup and then get the trimmer attachment and the edger attachment, or you can keep them separate. Personally, I've had both setups and I like having them separate. It's easier to just grab and go rather than just swapping it out, but really it's personal preference. So I have roughly 3 different styles of edges around the yard. The first one I'll talk about is a live edge, and the live edges appear around the trees here, and then there's one just along the side of the property line there. And those are really the easiest once you establish them. It's really pretty simple. You just need a spade shovel. You need to mark off where you want the edge and cut it out and remove the grass. And really it comes down to maintaining them. And so for me, what I like to do with the live edges is I like to come around with my string trimmer, and I just tip my string trimmer up vertical, and I go around and I clean up the inside of the edges there, and it keeps everything nice and tidy. Now I've found that taking care of these live edges comes down to consistency. As long as you stay on top of the overgrowth here, it doesn't really become so much of a hassle. It's when you let it go for a while and you just kind of neglect it and you have to redefine the edge, which you'll have to do every now and again anyways. But if you neglect it, it's going to be a lot harder to redefine that edge unless you've been consistent. If you've been consistent with it, maintaining it becomes much easier. Now the plus side of that is using a string trimmer is really very simple. It just takes a little bit of practice, just like anything I'm going to talk about today. It takes a little bit of practice, but the string trimmer does a great job cleaning up live edges. Now the second case I want to talk about is anything that is next to a sidewalk or the driveway, and you have kind of a nice even surface next to the grass, and those areas I go straight for the stick edger, and it makes quick work of it. Especially if you need to kind of redefine the edge, or if you've never edged along the sidewalk before and you have overgrowth onto the sidewalk that you need to clean up. Stick edger does really good with that. If you're just maintaining the edges, and you can use a string trimmer for maintaining the edges, I've done that before, but I find that the stick edger just works the best for making quick, easy work with less need for attention to that detail. Now last but certainly not least is these concrete edges around my flower beds, and I get tons of questions about these. People really are drawn to these and really like these, and I think I'll just take a minute real quick to tell you about these. We had the landscape company put these in before we put the lawn in. So there's concrete curbing that runs around this flower bed here in the front yard, and then there's more that run along the flower bed up against the house. It goes all the way around the house into the backyard, and we love it. It's so nice, and it's just a great separation between flower bed and lawn. So we used a landscape company to install it. We marked out where we wanted it to go. They came in with a machine and took care of it. So if this is something that you're interested in, talk to your local landscaper and ask around, see if they offer anything like this. You can get different patterns, you can get different shapes. There's tons of different options available for you there. Now when it comes to maintaining the edge around here, I find that the grass really likes to creep up into this area here and grow into it, especially if I let it go for a few weeks. But as for these edges, I go straight with the string trimmer and just flip it vertical, come around and clean it up, and just kind of try and get down into the crevice of this gap here as best I can, and it makes a nice clean look to that transition between the edge of the bed here with this concrete edge and the grass. So if you're looking for a way to just do one little extra thing to set your lawn apart from the rest of the neighborhood, edge. I guarantee you that most of your neighbors are not edging. They're trimming across the top, but they're not edging and defining the edge around the perimeter of their yard. And it really makes a big difference. So I hope that video is helpful for you. If you liked it, please let me know in the comments, click the thumbs up button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.